Hello, this is Ashley and welcome to my channel, Mississippi Magnolias. Before we get started, I do want to take a few seconds and just say that I will be doing 2 free giveaways after Thanksgiving. One of them related to cash stuffing, the other related to my freezer bag crockpot meals. In order to be eligible for those 2 free giveaways, you do have to be subscribed. And in order for you to catch those videos when I release those giveaways, you do have to be subscribed. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe button just so you can see when I post those videos, as well as be eligible. I'll give more details after Thanksgiving, but I'm super excited for that, and I hope you stick around so you can participate. Another warning. I unfortunately had to deplete all of the funds from both of my binders. We had a series of unfortunate events, as well as I needed to do some Christmas shopping before we go out of town for the holidays. So I made the executive decision to take all the money out of these binders and drop them in the bank account. That way, I knew that our day-to-day, month-to-month bills were totally fine. I won't go into detail on what happened, but it did kind of put us in a bind, and it's something that we'll recover from within the next few weeks. But to be on the safe side, I just wanted to go ahead and remove the cash. As much as it hurt my heart to do so, I needed to make sure that we were fine day to day. So I am pretty much starting with 0 funds in each envelope, and that's never the case, but this week it is. Okay, no more surprises, I promise. So, as you'll see, I do remove all of the coins from each envelope before I ever get started, and I do put those to the side to drop in my coin jar. I always begin with my variable expenses. My very first one is eating out. I do allocate $50 a week to this. You'll also see that I keep coupons in this envelope, and that's honestly just off of my Kroger receipts. I cut off the back of it just for smoothies or the China buffet, whatever, and I do keep those in this envelope. That way, when I reach for the cash, I always remember to reach for the coupon. My next envelope is gas, and I'm currently allocating $40 to this envelope. Now, this does change with the change in gas prices. Used to, $60 is what it took to fill my car up. But right now, $40 is sufficient, and that's what it's going to stay until, we see another rise in gas prices, which hopefully that won't be the case anytime soon. Moving right along to my grocery fund at $75 a week. Now, we are a family of 4, and sometimes it's hard for people to understand that $75 a week for us is totally sufficient. I cook a lot. I prepare all of our meals. I catch things when they're on sale. I use my coupons. So we most definitely eat well on $75 a week for the 4 of us. Next is my pet care, which gets $25 a week. I do have 3 fur babies, and this envelope needs to be adjusted. If you saw my last video, you heard my small rant about how I feel pet care expenses has gone up. So I probably do need to add about $10 more to this envelope in the future. My beauty envelope is next, which gets $10 a week. This envelope usually rolls over. I don't usually spend $10 a week. I usually let it, build over 3 or 4 weeks and go get my nails done or whatever it is. But $10 a week, and it sits there for a couple of weeks. Next is family time, which gets $15 a week. We don't go out a whole lot on the weekends. We usually chill and kind of relax on the weekends. This usually builds over a few weeks as well. And then we have a nice little chunk to go do something fun or catch a movie, something like that. My miscellaneous fund gets $35 a week. This fund comes in handy in case I go over budget on any of my other envelopes, or something happens and I need something that doesn't fall into one of these categories. So I always allocate $35, and I continue to let it roll from week to week. That is it for my variable expenses. So now I'm switching over to my sinking expenses, which that is, if you don't know, it's your long-term things that you don't do every day. It's your Christmas, it's your emergency fund, it's your oil changes, things like that, that you know what's coming up, you need to save for. So it's best to save little by little versus a big chunk all at once. So starting off with my Christmas fund, it does get $25 a week. Like I said, I have gone ahead and bought all of my Christmas for this year, but I am going to continue putting this in this binder, especially for any last minute miscellaneous presents I need to figure out that comes up I haven't planned for, but also just to roll into next year's. My birthday envelope is next, and it gets $15 a week. We have a lot of children in our family, as well as a lot of friends, and birthdays are a big deal to us. We always love to celebrate and have birthday parties and get-togethers, so $15 a week most definitely helps. Our vacation envelope is next, and it gets $25 a week. This is always an envelope I'm so excited to add towards because we most definitely utilize it. We are strong believers in weekend getaways and family trips and little road trips when we can. So this is a fund that gets utilized, and I'm always very, very happy to add to it. Car maintenance is not fun, and it's most definitely not something that you want to spend money on, but you have to. So we do allocate $15 a week to this. It's not much, but each week it grows and grows and grows, and it sure beats adding up little by little versus coming out of pocket a whole lot. So I strongly advise anybody who has a vehicle, incorporate a car maintenance envelope. You need it. You need it. You've got to get the oil changed. Our emergency fund is next, and we do put $20 a week to this. Now, this is strictly emergency funds with cash on hand. This is not counting our checking or savings account. This is we are in a bind and we need cash because you never know when those circumstances come up. So if you can't do $20 a week, that is perfectly fine. Do $5, something to always make sure you have cash on hand. And that wraps up this week's cash stuffing. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad you're here. If you are new to this and this is your first video watching or you haven't started yet, go check out my very first video about my cash stuffing system. I created both of these binders for less than $20 or $25. Not sponsored, not monetized, nothing. I don't get paid to say this, but create these binders for super cheap. There's no reason to sink a bunch of money into this. Your whole goal is to save money. It's so inexpensive. Just go and buy them on Amazon, get your system started. Comment if you have any questions. I'm here to help you whenever you need. Also, be sure to like and subscribe. I will be dropping both of those giveaways within the next week and a half to 2 weeks. I've got to get back from the Thanksgiving holiday. I've got to get back on the groove and the rhythm. So as soon as I have a chance to create those videos and upload them, I will. But you've got to be subscribed in order to see them. So just hit that bell. That way you're notified and you can catch them. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'm so glad to see you. I can't wait to see more of you. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask, and I'll see you next time. Bye.